Okay, so let's work on some indexes question over here. When you see a number which has a negative power, always apply the first rule over here, which you can change it into a fraction. Alright, so if you work this out, this will be 1 over 7 squared. You can see the denominator is exactly the same as this, except the power is now positive. Okay, so we can further expand this to 1 over 49. Okay, same thing over here. A number which has a negative power, we can always apply the first rule to change this into a fraction, right? And then we can expand this. 5 cubed will be 125 over here. Now what about this question over here? Now this one is slightly tricky. So again, I have a number which I have a negative power over here. I can change this into a fraction. So this one will look something like this. 1 over 1 over 2. And everything here will be squared. Okay? So let's expand this. 1 over. Everything here will be squared. So the numerator will square. The denominator will square. So I will get 1 over 4 over here. Okay? Now we can work this out over here by just taking 1 divided by 1 over 4. It can be written as like this. 1 divided by 1 over 4. And we can change this to 1 multiplied by 4 over 1. So this, if we simplify this, our final answer will be just 4. Okay? So here comes the next type of question over here, which we also apply using the first rule over here. Okay? Now, over here, what do we have to do? We would like to find what's our power over here. So by doing this, we have to take the big number, change it to the small number over here. Alright, why do we have to do that? Because when we do that, we are able to compare the power. So let's show this through this example over here. So what I have over here will be 3x equals to 1 over, you have to ask yourself, 3 to the power of what will be 81? In this case, it will be 4 over here. Okay? So since this is a fraction, I can change it into not a fraction by applying rule number 1 over here. So I can rewrite it as like this. Right? Now, take a note, since the base are the same, I can compare the power directly. So we know now that x will be equals to negative 4. Over here, the next example is the same thing. Big number change to small number. So you have to ask yourself, 5 to the power of what will give you 125? So 5x will be equals to 1 over 5 cubed. Alright? And then we want to change this fraction to this form by applying the first rule over here. So 5x is equals to 5 to the power of negative 3. Again, since the base are the same, we can compare the power directly. So we can say that x is equals to negative 3. Now finally for this question will be the same thing. 36 power of x is equals to 1 over 6. Big number change to small number. So again, ask yourself, 6 to the power of what? We will get 36. In this case, it will be 6 squared. So this one will be writing it this way. 6 squared, and then outside there's an x over here. It's equals to 1 over 6. Alright? Now over here, since this is a 6, there is always a hidden power here which is not written, because any number, any whole number, there is actually power of 1 over here, right? So we can simplify this even more. So we will get 6 2x equals to, flip it up by using the first rule, 6 to the power of negative 1. So since they are the same base, I can compare the power directly. So in this case, it will be 2x equals to negative 1, and x is equals to negative 1 over 2.